Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about how keeping your eye on the prize can definitely increase your penis size. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Alright, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, tell some friends. And of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram. Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, in this video, we're going to talk about how keeping your eye on the prize can definitely increase your penis size. And that's what we're about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where I help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis. And I can definitely make it your best, help you naturally raise testosterone, human growth hormone. And that's what we're about here, man. I'm a spiritual guide, a mentor, and I can help you increase your size physically, mentally, and spiritually. It's a beautiful thing. Now, without further ado, I'm here to tell you about how and why keeping your eye on the prize will definitely increase your size. Now, what's the prize? Obviously, size is the prize, you know what I mean? And it's more than that, and this video is coming to me, it's flowed through my whole day, and I've been up for about, I don't know, maybe, probably 36, 40 hours, who knows at this point. I'm going with the Wu Wei flow. It's a Tao practice that just lets me go, lets me flow. It's the path of least resistance, and of course, I gotta do things that I gotta help people out along the way, because life is about giving service and about, taking care of yourself as well. And my day started with, obviously I got back from the gym. I got a nice, beautiful pump. I mean, look at that. And then I had to go and help, my brother move some stuff. And I don't know if you guys ever watched my, my Jojo and Jesus series. There will be more to come along the way. Another project that I've had. And, I had to move a lot of stuff from storage lockers, and it was like 12 hours nonstop, just moving a whole bunch of heavy-duty stuff. And you're talking to a guy that was ready to go to sleep. I just had my last beer, because you know me, I like to drink my beer before I go to sleep. I get a phone call. Next thing you know, you got to do the deed, do the right thing, because you got to, you got to spread love every which way that you can, because that's how you grow, man. You can't just be a selfish person. But if you ain't loving yourself enough, then you're going to have to make sure that you know when to cut your ties. And, when you're a person that's completely, overtaken by your environment, you can kind of get lost in the people more so than who you are. You got to understand that everything that's here is it's part of your mind. And if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. And you always got to keep your mind clear, man. I preach that a lot, so write that down. I love the sound. If you want beauty to appear, keep your mind clear. And no matter what, like if you're in a situation where you got to do service for other people and you're bumping vibrations with other people, talking about the vibrations the other night, we're talking about other people's vibes when you're in a particular place and time, and some people might be getting angry in traffic or this and that, and you got to kind of just sit back and not give in to that. You got to go within yourself and do some, maybe some Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian practice, which is where you say 4 magical phrases. I got videos on it, and basically what you're doing is you're giving yourself permission to forgive yourself. And no matter how somebody perceives you or you perceive them, you just got to just give yourself a place of neutrality, being neutral and just forgiving it. And you say these 4 phrases. You say, I am sorry. You take ownership no matter what it is. Like, I'm sorry for the way that I'm perceiving how you're feeling about me. Please forgive me, because you got to ask for forgiveness. You say thank you, because gratitude is the attitude. I always say that every day when you wake up and you take a breath, you got a shot, write that down. I got a shot today. I feel beautiful today. Feel that energy. It's a beautiful thing. And then the last thing you got to do is you got to come with love. You say, I love you. So that's the 4 magic phrases. And you just say it over and over and over and over again. You don't have to be as in detail as I am, but I feel that the more you go within, the better that you can, the better it is, And I feel that, the whole Ho'oponopono Hawaiian practice is more or less about, just clearing up the karma in the air and not grabbing onto a thought pattern and blowing it up. It was like some Sub-Zero type of thing right there. It was lit, you know what I mean? But anyways, like I said, the smile is divine. If I can get you smiling, I'm doing something right. And like I said, I've been up for like 36 hours, so I'm wired and I'm jacked, and I'm here to tell you that we are magic, and everything that's in you is in me, and you could essentially grab onto any type of energy that you want to feel. You just got to be open to it. So say, I am open to energy, and that's a beautiful thing that I just said along the way in this random rant with the universe just flowing within me, because I am a conduit of information for your manifestation of anything that you want to achieve. And the main intention here is for you to be confident, to spread love, and of course to increase your penis size, because size is the prize. And we're going with putting that size is the prize mentality. What really clicked with me today is, after going along the way 12 hours, 3 truckloads, boom, 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 whatever, the thing that was going, like, you have a truck that's got, seatbelt charms going, and these are things that can be annoying to you in the beginning. Much like anything that you're doing to make yourself a better person, like, these little annoyances are nothing. And that's just a common reminder that you got to understand, because by the end of the night, that seatbelt chime, when you know that you're going home, it doesn't mean nothing. Means nothing. Like, that thing can chime all night after you just did 3 truckloads, whatever, and you just had your beer, and you're gonna go home and essentially go to bed. Me, I know I was gonna go home and brush my teeth, man, because that's all I've been thinking about. Is this? That's just me. I just want to get home, get to my animals, brush my teeth, and of course get back here to the BCC to report to you live from my mind, to share with you things to increase your size. And that's what I'm here to do, to make you feel beautiful. And that's what I was doing, man. So I knew you get a bump in the road, and these are things that are reminders that, how is that going to stop you from manifesting the best? So whenever anything that is slowing you down, you got to step back and be like, you know what, this is just a seatbelt charm. This is just nothing. This is a little annoyance that you're going home. You know that you're going to grow. So you got to be exhausted in your vision. Write that down. I am exhausted in my vision, because when you're exhausted in your vision, where you believe it and you already know you achieved it, it doesn't even matter. It's just streamlined butterfly. You are going to make it there, and you are in a place of just gratitude, being grateful that you're finally going to make it. And like the clouds, the rain, everything is gone. It's just a beautiful day any time of night, even if it's raining and it's chilly, and you're just doing the best that you can do, and you're making a gray sky blue, because everything in here is where you make the beauty appear. And you got to come with that attitude, because you can change any given vibe at any given time, and you have that power inside of you. And I'm letting you know that you can definitely grow and make yourself a better version. And I'm here to just tell you, man, the more love that you give out there, the more love that comes back. And when you're in especially today, I really got to test out my theories and my beliefs, and, really put them in the forefront. Because when you're in something where you got a whole bunch of different characters, different vibrations and different perspectives of the same situation, you got essentially, a different trip between, whoever's in the truck or whatever, and you just want to come out with love, you know what I mean? So no matter what somebody's doing, you don't want to, jump in when somebody's doing something negative. Just go neutral and just say, love, I intend on this to be a beautiful experience. And then just start seeing random cars around you. If somebody's swearing in traffic, that's what I did. I just started saying, I intend on that guy to have a beautiful day. I intend on that guy to have a beautiful day. I intend on that person to have a beautiful day. I'm like Oprah, intending on people to have beautiful days. And that's all I'm doing along the way. And I'm staying neutral completely the whole way. And instead of things just going to turn to sour, things just kind of start to flower. And that's a rhyme that just came to me in that moment. So if you can remember that, write it down. I love the sound. And when you go with things like that, it helps you understand that we are magic, we are divine, we have powers to make things beautiful. And when you're in that position, you can definitely put your manifestation into fruition. So my matrix hack that I always got to preach is always come with that love. You always got to, you know, some people say put your hands on the heart, you know, the chakra system. You got your third eye right there, and you know me, I'm dripping that DMT, Joe Rogan, and I ain't got to snort for it, jab a vein for it, I ain't got to smoke for it. I don't know if I just repeated that, but be as it may, all I got to do is go to sleep, and I'm dripping that DMT, and I am battling it out in the astral realms. I'm lucid, 1,000 feet tall as a giant, stomping the ground, sucking my huge piece of meat, or flying anywhere I want to be, or I'm in a Quentin Tarantino flick giving me a whole bunch of different types of information that I share in my BCC manifestation, and I'm here for you. So I'm telling you, man, I'm definitely very pumped up and excited to be able to share with you this information for your manifestation. And this was a long night, and I feel very grateful that I'm here to share this moment with you, to let you know that you have magic in you, to let you know that you got to keep your eye on the prize. This is a motivation for you, just to be like tunnel. It's like, you know, kind of, I guess you could say it's being tunnel vision on your thing. But, you know, you don't want to get too lost along the way, I guess. But like I said, getting exhausted in your vision is more or less when it starts to come to fruition, because that's when you know you're going home. That's when you know all these little annoyances along the way ain't gonna matter. Like, you know, the techniques that I gotta teach you, like masturbation for manifestation, my super edging, the jelking, the Kegels, a whole bunch of other types of exercises. Hit me up in the DMs, the BCC, man. It's true. It will help you become, help you manifest a better version. I can teach you the, you know, the techniques more hands-on and really get into, you know, the who, the what, the why, and give you the A to Z on what you need to do to achieve the, you know, manifest the best, because that's what I'm here to do. And it's more than just exercise, of course. You know, you got to know when to rest. You got to be able to read yourself. And something I like to preach here a lot is all truths are true. You just got to find the ones to make you you. So write that down. Just, you got to find the truths that make you who you are. And there's collective beliefs behind any type of thing out there to make you achieve the next degree of, you know, manifestation of being the best. Like, even when it comes to diets and exercise, and I really feel the inclination to share this piece right now, because like you's out there, I'm a YouTube surfer, and I like to listen to a whole bunch of London Real, Joe Rogans, any type of deal that will help, you know, enlighten me and just understand that there's a whole bunch of different perspectives of what you can and cannot do, and whatever you choose to believe is all on you. And, you know, one of the things that I've been doing, you know, I intermittent fast. I preach this a lot. You know, I go 20 hours, black coffee, green tea, apple cider vinegar, not all mixed, of course, but spread out accordingly. And I do, you know, pre-exhausted workouts, and I ain't gotta, you know, take any special pump. And I'm jacked up. I'm jacked in the gym. I'm pumped from just being who I am. I know how to harness energy without having to just, you know, go to the source. And, you know, going to like a drug or like a pre-workout, because I feel like people, you know, you lose your edge when you rely on stuff, which is why I feel people that take steroids, like, you might have an edge, you know, so to speak, for a little bit and claim that you're an enhanced person or whatever. But I mean, what about if you lose it? You know what I mean? It's like, I'd rather be able to channel inside and go to the divine, go to the gods within, channel Zeus, channel Priapus, channel all the gods that can help you achieve the size. Because this stuff, you know, there wasn't no Deca, D-Ball, and Trent around when Athens was around, and you got statues of Greek gods. And I know that these people and manifestations and magic do exist, and science is just a fact of another person's dream. When you really get it down to the nitty-gritty, it's just an opinion. Because what can you prove to be unproven but what is being said between somebody this is fact, and what's the fact? The fact is what you make it, which is why when I talk to people that really believe in what they know, that's what I go with. I believe that you have a right to believe in anything of what you are. So if you got people because like I say, man, we are all from the stars, man, and that's a divine feeling. So if you think intermittent fasting is no good for you, that's your opinion. You got this one guy, this bodybuilder yogi, that's talking about how he's like, yeah, when you intermittent fast, it burns muscle. And it's like, okay, look, if you're I don't even need to allegedly say that a bodybuilder that's, you know, competing is doing steroids, but let's entertain that he ain't, all right, and say that he's not. You're fighting to stay above 300 pounds. So of course when you stop eating, you're going to be burning everything. That's just what it is. Then you talk to guys like Amin Ra, which is the vegan bodybuilder. Definitely look it up if you've never seen this. His interview was lit, man. It really, the comment section will make you laugh. And it should be on Netflix. This guy is one of the reasons of why I got into even entertaining the idea of fasting. Guy looks like an airbender. The way he speaks is like, he says, like, the way he talks about things like nutraceuticals, and he says words like, indeed, it is so. And, you know, his voice is just really just, you know, he's like, I meditate and I have my minor meal. You know, the way he speaks is like dude, I mean, the way he talks about peanut butter, he's like, I don't just, you know, it's like my minor meals, which you might call peanut butter and jelly. And he's like, but it's not. And it's like, look, well, they don't sell like natural peanut butter at Whole Foods or whatever. It's like, but bees it may, I'm learning stuff along my way that I can't even, apparently my body can't handle natural peanut butter. You know, I was talking to my mom about this, and when you intermittent fast, you're throwing so much stuff out of your body that to acclimate to certain kinds of food, you're going to see what serves you and what doesn't. And luckily for me, you know, I'll start with the good. Pasta, carbs work beautiful with me. Feel great. I get extra pump when I eat them. Go straight to my muscles. I feel good. Now, if I eat too many greens, if I eat too much peanuts, too much milk, whatever, all that stuff, it will just, like, I got like a wear bar on it. If I pass the threshold, no good. All of a sudden, like, you know, because I do my 1, 2, 3 technique, where number 1, you taste it, you see how you feel. Number 2, we check the deuce, and you go look at your stool. And 3, you got to evaluate. Like, we see what we're losing and gaining, and guess what? Like, for me to be a vegetarian, to each their own, or vegan, pescatarian, whatever you want to put, whatever label you got to stamp on it, whatever bow you got to wrap it in to give yourself the satisfaction that you're doing something right. All I gotta say is, are you doing this for you? Are you doing this because somebody else told you? Because I think that's, man, at the end of it all, what would we really be doing if nobody told us? Write that down. What would we really be doing if nobody told us what to do? So when we're going with that to find you, does you know, being a vegan, you start to figure out things for yourself. And that's why I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do peanut butter. I'm not going to do natural peanut butter anymore. It's got me entertaining to go back to Jif. And, you know, then they talk about palm oil and this and that is no good. But you know what? Maybe it works with this. And that's why my analogy is, if we look at our bodies like, you know, like a vehicle or something. Like, I feel like a vegetarian or vegan, like I said, these labels, I'm not precise. I'm this, I'm vegan, like I'm raw, whatever you are. Ooh, baby, I like it. Whoa! I was just thinking of Wu-Tang, and I do that Wu-Wei flow. So Wu-Tang all day is how I go. And that's just the flow of the day. It's a Tao practice where you just go with the path of least resistance. Montauk Chi is definitely somebody that preaches Tao a lot, and it's something that I like to go with the flow in. And when we're talking about, you know, about finding your own truths, you're gonna have to, like, go ahead and scrap out things that aren't necessarily, you know, aren't working for you. So if somebody tells you, like, oh yeah, natural peanut butter is the way to go, and the next thing you know, it's thrown off your flow, then what's gonna go? You or the peanut butter? You scrap the peanut butter. It's like, if being a vegetarian and not eating meat is gonna work for you and it doesn't, like, you know what I mean? You gotta see you. And the beautiful thing is, along the way, I'm finding that I can do things like, you know, bacon, tzatzits, and, you know, that might be to each their own with the religions and whatnot. And, you know, I find being a passionate cook and, you know, really loving to enjoy life, there's certain things that I want to be able to, you know, achieve and be able to, you know, share. And, you know, I feel like a lot of stories are shared at the plate, and I feel that you can connect cultures at a plate. And if you're like one of these guys that's like, oh, I can't eat this and I can't eat that and blah blah blah, you know, to me you're just making a big stink out of nothing. And I'm the type of guy that I put it to the side, you know what I mean? It's like, I'll try anything, you know, just to be there. You know, I'm coming with love. That's what I'm all about. So I've been ranting and raving. I'm telling you, man, this is a long one today. And besides, you know what? I'm about to close it down. I've been going all day. You know, I gotta edit this video, go with my Wu Wei flow. If you guys want any more help to, you know, manifest and grow, get at me in the BCC, man. And of course, you know, like, you know, you gotta make sure you ring that bell. I'm putting content out daily. Look at me, no sleep till Brooklyn. I'm coming here no matter what, because I'm dedicated to you. I'm spreading that love. I want to spread the message of love, and I intend on you guys to spread love. I intend on you guys to grow. I intend on you guys to be confident. I intend on you guys to manifest the best, feel beautiful, spread positivity, and help the vibration of this place, and have that huge piece of meat swing at the knees and thrive to the pecs, making you your best, because that's what we're all about here. And just like Rocky says, hey, yo, I hear no bell. So make sure you ring the bell. If not for me, do it for him, do it for Sly, do it for Rocky, do it because you love this guy, but most importantly, do it because you love yourself, because when you love you, you're loving everybody else. You guys are beautiful. I'll be here. Plenty more beautiful experiences to come, and I'll see you on the next one. Love you. Peace. Look at that.